Hello, everybody. Welcome into Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward. This is BuckIQ. That is Zach Boren. It is another Ohio State defensive breakdown. A lot more dominance. And it's that guy at the middle linebacker spot. It seems something that you know pretty well. Tuf Borland really flashed against Maryland.
This is a guy who set the tone from game one this season, right? We gave them such a hard time for the way they played last year, and that was a big reason why this defense wasn't where it needed to be. But this year from game one, Tuf Borland in the linebacking core has stepped up, and you've seen them week over week just get better and better. And this is a game they had redemption on their mind, especially after what Maryland did to him last year. Tuf Borland brought his A game, and he's a phenomenal player. He's tough in the middle, right? Tough in the middle, brings the wood, and guess what? You're even going to see it. He's able to run sideline to sideline and keep up with some speed.
I mean, I was a guy, if we're being honest, that thought, hey, I'd like to see Taraja Mitchell, see what he can do. He hasn't been healthy. Baron Browning has done a lot this season when he's been fully healthy. But there is a reason that Tuf Borland, a second coaching staff, is continuing to put him on the field.
There's a big reason why. He is the key to that defense. He's the quarterback in the middle, right? He's a guy that is super smart. What people don't see, he gets everyone in place, does the right thing, makes the right checks. This is a guy who has it all, right? Maybe he's not as athletically gifted as Baron Browning. Guess what? I was athletically gifted as Ryan Shazier or some of those guys, right? But guess what? This is a guy who knows what's supposed to be done, is a great leader. When the ball's starting to get driven on him, right? He's a guy who steps up, gets everyone in place, and he makes plays.
Trying to bring a little juice for Rutgers week at Ohio State. I figured putting on some linebackers for Zach Boren would do it.
I love it. This week, though, holy hell. I mean, this is going to be unbelievable. Maybe a bloodbath even more than what it was against Maryland.
So we'll see how much Tuf Borland has to actually play against Rutgers, but we saw what he did against Maryland. Zach's breaking it down right now. Let's roll the tape. All right, Zach, this middle linebacker spot, the heartbeat of the defense, this was maybe one of the most impressive outings for Tuf Borland that I can remember seeing in a long time.
It really was, especially last year. The Maryland game was probably the low point for the linebackers. The way they played on Saturday, especially the way they feel, you see all of these guys come in, they're all in their scrape lanes, they're all attacking the football, they all know exactly where it's going. Last year, this misdirection coming this way, and then with the running back coming the other way, just completely fooled them. Here you see all their vision, they see it, they're reading it, they're all filling their gaps properly, defense line's doing what they're doing. You see Pete Warner coming in here. Tuf Borland's hatting in hands in here. Malik Harrison's coming up over top. This running back's got nowhere to go, and we saw that all day on Saturday.
Yeah, and sometimes, he goes to the ground here, but he's taking on two guys. I think that's, people would say, well, he got blown up, but this is his job here.
It's his job. Look, Pete Warner's got no one on him. Malik Harrison's got no one on him. Tuf Borland, hat in hands, this guy comes in, takes on the pulling blocker. I mean, what else do they expect? These two guys are free, and Tuf Borland still gets in on the tackle here. That's
one tackle, starting it right off the bat for him. He didn't play the whole game. You could double his stats because he didn't really play in the second half. Here he is, he's standing up, and this is a man tackle.
I love this play. This was 3rd and 1. The game was only 7-0 at this point, right? That we knew, hey, Maryland, what are they going to do? Let's send the message early. You see Tuf Borland here, comes back inside, fills, and he puts his helmet right in this guy's chest and absolutely stones him. Look at him, reads this perfectly. Perfect tackle, gets his hat right underneath his chin, moves his leg, drives him back, and this is one-on-one. Who wants it more? The running back's coming downhill. He's got a 5-yard head start. Tuf Borland playing right on the line of scrimmage, folds back in, reads this perfectly, and look at this. Bam! Stones him. No gain. Maryland ends up punting, and then the bloodbath happens.
Yeah, and that's an example right there as we roll along with another play for Tuf Borland. Like, people talk about his speed. Well, that's why he's playing inside linebacker.
If people want to talk about speed, let's watch this. This is sideline to sideline, right? This is a fast guy on Maryland. He still plays inside out right here, does exactly what he's supposed to do. He's sideways running, keeping his shoulder square. I want everyone to watch. He keeps his shoulder square right here. Crossover run right here. He stays on his back pocket the entire time. Look, this guy's right here. Tuf Borland's on his back pocket. He can't come back, and Tuf is still able to stay with him. Sean Wade does a phenomenal job right here, taking the outside shoulder. They're playing this perfect, and look, Tuf Borland has enough speed to close on this guy going sideline to sideline. So for all the haters that want to talk about Tuf Borland's speed, here you go. Watch it. Look at it.
I love that we have these clips now because we just hear this all the time. Like, it was only Maryland. Well, these guys are Big Ten athletes. Yes, Ohio State has much better players, but you can't watch any of this stuff or the next clip and tell me that Tuf Borland is not playing well. You want to talk
about Maryland? This is a Big Ten conference team. This is the same team that ran for 300 yards against Ohio State defense last year, right? To Ohio State fans, If you want to complain, you're never going to be happy. If you want to complain about Tuf Borland's play on Saturday, you will literally complain about everything. You complain about, guess what, going on vacation because it's not warm enough every single day. That's the kind of person you are. Here, this is my favorite play. I saw this in the game. I absolutely went nuts when this happened. Just because you see this. Ryan Shazier and I used to run this stunt all of the time, right? Guess what? The middle guy, Tuf Borland, him and I are alike. Guess what? You're the chick. You're taking it on, right? You're saying, hey.
You're not supposed to be the guy making the set.
You're not supposed to be the guy. No. Guess what? You're essentially being a ramrod to try and create space. Tuf Borland's job right here is to take on this guy's shoulder and move him as far as he can this way to create a huge gap one-on-one for this linebacker, because there is no way ever a running back should be blocking a linebacker one-on-one. But watch what Tuf Borland does. He takes his shoulder, drives him that way, completely puts that guy on his you-know-what, right? And then comes off and is still able to make a sack right here. This is a grown man play. Tuf Borland, have yourself a day, bud.
And then the celebrate. This was like a Zach Boren flashback for me.
Kind of a little bit, right? Look at that. Look at that. Love the fist pump. I'm a huge fan of the fist pump.
All right, a big game for Tuf Borland. He continues to show why he's such a big part of this Ohio State turnaround. I knew I'd get Zach Boren fired up if we put it on here as Ohio State continues into November right here on BuckIQ. For Zach, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Lettermen Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and you know we got BuckIQ with Zach Boren.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.